Just wanted to talk today about steel and a new steel product that we've started using. It's called MagnaCut or CPM MagnaCut. It came out, I think it's been out about 4 years. We've been testing it here for a while, and we've started making some knives out of it. MagnaCut was developed by a guy named Dr. Larry Thomas. He is son of a famous knife maker. His day job is he is a metallurgist for U.S. Steel, but he is passionate about knives and knife steel. He has a website, Knife Nerds, that really is the source of truth for steel in the use of knives. He does extensive testing. He worked with Crucible to develop this steel. He had some ideas about how to improve on steel for knives. So what the real significance of MagnaCut is it has raised the bar in a couple categories of performance in steel. So sort of the holy trinity in knife steels is getting the right mix of stain resistance, toughness, and edge holding, which in steel is really usually technically called wear resistance. So everybody likes to talk about edge holding as the most important quality in a steel, but if the thing just rusts really easy or it breaks in use, which is, if you have Japanese knives, you'll find that they're pretty brittle and they're pretty easy to break. Edge holding isn't really, you have to have the first two before the third thing, edge holding, can matter, especially if the cost of really fine knives, if it breaks, if it's a little break, you can sort of grind it out, but if a knife breaks, then its lifetime has ended. So again, stain resistance and toughness have to be at a very high level to then embrace wear resistance. And so MagnaCut steel, really what it is really almost revolutionary about it is its level of stain resistance and its level of toughness relative to wear resistance. It's generally, toughness and wear resistance are inversely proportional. So the higher level of toughness you have, usually, traditionally, the less wear resistance you have. The more wear resistance you have, the less toughness you have. Something I should have said at the beginning about MagnaCut is that it is a PM steel, so particle metallurgy, powder metallurgy steel. PM process elevates the performance of any steel by approximately 30%. So MagnaCut is a PM steel, but then it is also, the chemistry has allowed for it to have unbelievable stain resistance. Stain resistance, especially like chefs when they're just getting started, they get these Japanese carbon steel knives and they're like, hey, this is the coolest old school thing. And somewhere along the path, they get tired of the extreme level of maintenance that is required to keep a non-stainless steel knife in perfect condition. And so the other thing about stain resistance that people don't often appreciate is that you can't even see it, but if the steel is getting corroded at all, the first place it's going to be is at the tip of the edge. And so again, you may not even see it, but if there is the slightest bit of corrosion going on along the edge, it will take away the very fine tip of a sharp edge. And so stain resistance, again, is a little bit underappreciated in how important it is. For our knives, for warranty, we have a lifetime warranty on all of our knives. Even though S35VN is a very stain resistant steel, stain resistant still is our biggest warranty challenge. Folks that live right on the ocean, I don't know why they're shocked. Even though everything else they own rusts, they get shocked when their knives also get rusty if they're not taken care of. But also just, there is abuse. A knife is wet, or it has, you cut something acidic with it and put it away, put it in the sheath. It definitely, it can rust. So MagnaCut is a whole nother level of stain resistance. Like, especially if you were like making a saltwater knife, for example, like this would be the ideal steel for that. So having a really high level of stain resistance just makes care and maintenance so much simpler. And for us as knife manufacturers who lifetime warranty our stuff, it is a great thing for us to know that you really got to work hard to damage your knife from stain or rust. The other quality that is really great in MagnaCut is its toughness. And again, toughness relative to wear resistance. Generally, a steel this tough, you would sacrifice wear resistance down to the point that I think our customers wouldn't be satisfied with the level of edge holding. In MagnaCut, we have greatly increased toughness while maintaining the same level of wear and resistance as our current steel S35VN. And truth be told, S35VN still has excellent toughness. Like, we don't have really significant problems with chipping, breaking on the S35VN, but just knowing that it's even a higher level of toughness is awesome, because then, like, even if you drop the thing on a tile floor and it hits the tip, there's a good chance it's going to survive, and so that's great. So really, what is really great about this MagnaCut steel is it lies on the three most important performance qualities of stain resistance, toughness, and edge holding. It really, it has elevated knife steel to sort of another level of getting incredible stainlessness, incredible toughness, while still having, almost as good of wear resistance of any knife steel that's ever been made. The hunting knife is a great place for us to sort of introduce MagnaCut, and again, for its great qualities, stain resistance. So, when you're hunting, sometimes you got to do stuff you shouldn't do. So that may be put a knife away dirty and wait till you get home to wash it. If you're in the field and there's no water around, you just don't have that opportunity. And so it may sit dirty for a while, and with MagnaCut, we don't have to worry it's going to rust. And then the other thing, toughness, sometimes you got to make bad choices in the field. So whether it's when you're breaking down an animal and trying to, when you're trying to pry the elk ivories out of its mouth, or, you're doing stuff around joints, or, again, just a lot of bad ideas that when you got to get her done. Toughness is such a key quality in a knife. And then when you're out in the field, you just got to get her done. And so you may not recommend it. You may end up prying with this knife. You may end up stabbing things with this knife. And so having an extremely tough steel is really a great asset in a very fine knife.